Yo, we up here with Usher. I mean, no, I'm just playing.
What's going on? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Apex Vision TV. Today we are up here in Scottsdale for Cars and Coffee, Scuderia Southwest, and right away I heard some rumors that things changed a bit, and now found out this morning you have to register your car to even get considered for it. And right away I'll tell you it's more organized. We got flyers now, so it's supposed to be some real crazy cars up here. Let's go check this stuff. All right, so what we looking at, bro?
Yo, so we got two Lamborghini yellow joints up here. We got the Huracan with the V10, of course. Spider, this mug is super clean. What was you saying about the splitter though in the front?
So don't quote me on this. There's two over there. We'll show you guys later. But I believe this is the older front end design.
The other one has like a split right here.
Yeah, the other one front end is a little bit different. So, but let's walk around this Lambo, man.
This Lambo is nasty. You got the matching interior with the yellow, Huracan on the seats. So anytime you see a Lambo, it's obviously gonna stand out. Then if you we kind of switch gears from this bad boy, jump straight over here. I don't even know how they pronounce it.
Urus? Yeah, the Lamborghini Urus.
And I've only seen a couple of these in person. I know they've been out for a little while now. Twin turbo V8, beastly SUV. I know David hates the SUVs, but
I ain't gonna say I hate them, but look how big. First thing that stands out to me, how big the wheels are. Stand next to it, Dom?
Yeah, this. I mean, I'm a short person, but this is like at least half my body.
Yeah, I think it's 21-inch wheels with an option for 22s.
These actually got the 23s on there.
Oh my goodness.
But we just thought it was super dope. This also has the matching yellow interior, just like the Huracan.
So what do you think about the design language between the two cars?
I mean, you can definitely see what Lambo was trying to do with this. I know a lot of people say that it's kind of ugly and angular, but I think it actually looks super dope in person.
It's really aggressive in person.
Yeah. I mean, I probably wouldn't have vouched for the yellow, but you know, it's
look
Lamborghini
how big
yellow.
the brakes are on this.
Lord.
Jeez.
It's my hand.
Yo, that's crazy.
That's wild.
More heat up here. Again, we down here in Scottsdale, Arizona. The show has definitely grown since the last time we came up here. And I'm gonna transition the camera to Dom.
Yo, it's really cracking up here, y'all. We're gonna try to get to another show a little bit later today. So let's keep this boat rolling.
All right, so a lot of controversy on this car. A lot of people feel a strong way about it. I seen one in person at Barrett Jackson, but it was up on the stand, so I couldn't really walk around it too much. But that's none other than the MK5 Supra. So a lot of people, the reason I say it has some controversy because people are upset that they decided to go with BMW instead of making it an all Toyota design. But I mean, all the DNA is there. A lot of people have a problem because they feel like it was they could have made the car faster. They feel like it should have been more powerful, close to the GTR in comparison. But I'm still a fan of it. I've seen people put in different turbo kits, and I've seen
people getting like 600 horsepower plus now.
Michelin tires on it. I'm just a big fan of it. 350 horsepower. I wish they did make a manual, but you know, tuner companies will do their thing. I already saw somebody has a manual swap for sale. Didn't click on the article. It might have been last night or this morning, but walk around it is definitely has a curvular design. Pretty decent sized brakes, but they lied about the power from the factory. I believe it has 350 horsepower. 8-speed ZF transmission. A lot of people think it should have had a double clutch, but I'm excited to see this car, man. They have one at import face-off. I think it might have ran like 10 or 11 seconds. I'm mad I missed it, but Adam LZ is the first guy I watched like really do some work to it, and looks good, man.
Yeah, I like it. So I see JBA Motors up here. What we got cooking right now, David?
All right, so I'm not 100% sure, but I know these are I think one of them might be the rear-wheel drive ones, but it's definitely the newer version of the Huracan. I was pointed out earlier in the regular one, the front end on it is a little bit different. This is you look at the front end, that's how you can tell them apart. But I'm a big fan of these. I love the GT3 race car, and I'm a fan of the color. I like the cream on white. How you feel about the Lamborghini between the evolution from the Gallardo to the Huracan?
I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't like a huge fan of the Gallardo. I always kind of liked the Murcielago, or even before that, like the Diablo and stuff. But these Huracans is just nasty when you see them.
I saw recently that the Huracan actually broke the Gallardo's record for the most Lamborghinis sold. So
yeah, I did see that.
Definitely a big time car for them. A lot of people were upset at the baby Lamborghini. It's probably faster than the Murcielago, to be honest with you. So, I mean, I think that says everything that it needs to say, considering the Murcielago is only one generation back. So, man, that's crazy out here. Which one do you take, the white one or the orange?
You know I'm taking the orange one. Orange is my favorite color on cars.
I don't do car show. I've been driving the last 2 or 3 years. The way that this before and nobody had ever asked him about it. I was able to qualify to buy it. And world-class cars, they don't just sell it to somebody. They want it. If you had it back then, one or had just send whatever you want to send. A couple miles up.
I'm not gonna lie, guys, we swung back around to the GT40 Mark II. This is probably my favorite car here, to be honest. I mean,
oh, that's mine.
Like, this is just
bundle of snake exhaust.
This is a beautiful piece of machinery. Shelby signed the dash. This thing's super legit. Can you imagine back then? This is 1966, and it's going 207 miles per hour.
I hear a lot of people call the new GT, the supercharged one, the GT40. And I keep telling them there's a difference. So there's the GT40 original down there.
Yep.
This is the GT40 Mark II, so it's the second generation. You know, they just made it a little bit better, a little bit lighter. It looks smoother aerodynamics. It has the 2 intakes on the back to help cool the engine off. One of the strategy things they did, they knew ahead that they were going to have to change the brakes, so they planned for it. The biggest killer of endurance racing is unplanned pit stops. So I love that Ford plan to change the brakes. They actually have a Ford versus Ferrari movie coming out November 15th. We will definitely be there. That'll be our first movie review. Probably our only one, but 5-speed, big. This is my favorite car here. This is gonna be the coolest car I see for a while, man. You know, I'm a big fan of the race cars that prove what a company can do, and this is exactly what they did. And all this time later, the new GT did the exact same thing. But
yeah, a lot of people mistake the new generation of Fords are actually just GT. They aren't GT40.
Yeah, 40 inches tall. That's where the 40 comes from. Big fan of these, man. Just appreciate the history.
All right, y'all, so we're gonna keep this boat rolling. David, what we got right here?
All right, so the DNA is all around. There's a GT40 over here.
That GT40 Mark II is crazy.
There's another one right here. But this is the newest version of the family. So what you're looking at right here is the Ford GT, twin turbo V6, 217 miles an hour. For those of you that might not know, this is the story of a car where Ford decided, you know what, Ferrari, we're not gonna buy. Ferrari didn't want to sell the Ford, so they were like, you know what, we're gonna build a car and we're gonna beat them. This is actually the 50th year anniversary. They debuted this in the GCE class, one of my favorite racing classes, and it won on its debut year. Twin turbo V6, 217 miles an hour, Brembo brakes. Look at the carbon fiber wheels on it.
Yeah, the wheels is crazy.
One of the most iconic cars, easily the most iconic thing to come out of America. Has a story of beating, you know, Italian cars at their own game. I do remember the twin turbo V6 ran in the Daytona prototype in endurance class before they decided to put it in here, and it paid off. One of my favorite design cues about it is the way the mirror comes off, and then there's that gap right here.
Yeah.
That's all aerodynamics, and there's an intercooler right there. The exhaust comes out the back, wastegates around the tail lights, and you got the big diffuser back here. Man, beautiful car. Evolution of the GT40, the modern GT40. Just call it the Ford GT now. I'm a huge fan of when manufacturers make cars that prove a point, and this is the newest version of that.
Let me do another walk around real quick before we get out of here. The Ford GTs is super prevalent up here at the show. There's a Mark II that we got a lot of footage on. Probably my favorite car up here right now. But check out this air duct going up through the body. That's crazy. Look like a bass mouth. Beautiful car. We're gonna get some more footage for y'all. We will still walk around.
So there's the GT40 MK1. Man, the Gulf color scheme, that's definitely iconic, and I think that's the biggest one of them for me. And look at that, there go his little brother. That's his son at that point, that big gap between them.